Are giving and financial freedom mutually exclusive? I want to explore in today's video the concept of giving and growing your wealth at the same time. Now, lots of people like to say that they want to give and they want to give back to charity and community, but I don't know exactly how that plays out in reality. Now, this is not a judgment. We're just trying to share what we're trying to do, so don't take this negatively. We're just trying to encourage people to potentially reflect and look at what they're giving and potentially see if they could give more back to causes that they're passionate about. So let's explore it a little further about what giving means to myself and Emily, and what you might want to do in terms of building your wealth and also giving at the same time. Now, while Emily and I have been building our property portfolio, we've actually looked to create a strategy that incorporates giving while we've been growing the portfolio. We're not looking to hit a certain milestone or a certain net financial wealth or passive income to start giving. Now, I know Australians do give and they love giving to charity, so while you're growing portfolio, a great way and a great strategy that we've used is for every house we've purchased, it's to sponsor a child at Compassion Australia. Compassion is a charity that we align with, and sponsoring a child to help feed them, to help school them, and to help give them access to their community and sports and activities, to spend a little bit of money each month on a payment to that child in supporting them is a great way that we've been able to give back in terms of building our property portfolio and aligning it with our values. Now, this costs roughly around $50 a month or $600 a year to sponsor a child in a third world country. And we try to do that for each property. So as our portfolio grows, we're going to continue to look to sponsor a child with every property purchase that we make. We think it's a great way to align our values, and we think it's a great way to also give consistently. Now, when it comes to generosity and building your financial wealth, there's a saying that Em and I love to say between ourselves in terms of getting into the mindset of where we want to be. And the phrase is, hold everything loosely. And what that kind of infers and what that means to us is that, we are trying to grow a property portfolio. We are trying to, get assets and build our net worth and build our passive income. And we're working really hard to do that. We've renovated all of our projects with our own sweat equity, and we're going to continue to do that. Our future plans are to do more renovations, and that's going to be a lot of hard work, but we're dedicated and we're passionate about doing that. Now, when it comes to holding all of that loosely, what that means is that, yes, we're trying to do all those things, but if, accidents were to happen, things were to go wrong, the portfolio was to fall apart, and say our houses burned down and we had issues with tenants and things were all just going wrong, that we wouldn't be too worried about the financial implications and the outcomes of that. Of course, it would be stressful and of course it would be upsetting, but our headspace and where we're trying to sit is in holding everything loosely. And it's good to know where we're going because we do know our outcome and we do know our journey. So we know the destination we're going to achieve and where we want to be. And now it's just about working our way incrementally to get there. The reason I wanted to make this video was to really share with you and potentially put this out there into the YouTube space that people hold things loosely. I know it can be a grind and people want to hustle, which is good to work hard, but it's also important to know that things can and will go wrong. In those situations, it's important to understand that, in the scheme of things, everything could be worse, I guess. And that, we're happy and we feel blessed with everything that we've been given and all the opportunities that we've had in terms of our investing journey. Now, to link all of that back to giving and generosity, Em and I are not just trying to link our property portfolio to giving, we also give outside of our portfolio. But the example I gave earlier about linking it to a charity that had a monthly payment for each of the properties and linking that with a Compassion sponsor child was a great way to show you practically how we do it. And we also give to our church and to other causes as well in the community. Now, what that might look like for you is things that you're passionate about and charities that, align with your values. So it doesn't have to be anything like what we're giving to, but I just want you to think about your generosity and how that can tie into your financial building and financial wealth journey. We don't think that they're mutually exclusive. We think generosity and financial freedom go hand in hand in terms of building a portfolio, building your wealth, and lifting others up with the blessings and the financial abundance that you've been trying to create for yourself. So another concept that comes to mind is, how can you expect to give a lot of money away when you've built your empire or your property portfolio down the track if you can't give a little bit away now as you're trying to build it? So don't always think, yes, you'll give money away, once you reach millions of dollars. We think it's about getting into the habit and the mindset that you can give money away now while you're trying to grow your wealth, and it will be easier to give more away when you have a higher level of financial abundance and freedom. I hope this topic has been useful. It's a little bit different to what I usually talk about on the channel in terms of nitty-gritty with numbers and renovation videos. If you would like to see another video on financial freedom, click here. Peace.